Alright, yeah, so no introductions or introductions for this video or channel. If any of you guys truly care about myself, truly give a rat's about home and thing, and truly give a bunny rabbits, lucky feel about myself, like, share, comment, video, subscribe, please subscribe. Just in case any of you guys got unfortunate unsubscribed by the YouTube algorithm, whether it was that, or possibly whether it was, I don't know, a glitch in the Matrix or a glitch in Google, whatever. It'd be great if you guys come back to me. You guys are absolutely freaking goats, great small time peeps. It'd be great to come back to my original pupils, my subs, my my viewers, my original freaking audience retention peoples, my people that came from me, that do get out new rounds, or even freaking my old school YouTube channel. So, just in case anything bad happened to you guys, please come back to me. It'd be great if you did. But if not, I totally understand that. But other than that, my God. Whew, before I even get into this, oh yeah, almost forgot the rest of my intro, huh? Stupid of me. Of course, and you guys are brand new to the thing, please, oh yeah, my supporters are number one, day one. Thank you for being with me. And just in case any of you are brand new here, you happen to stumble upon my videos on my channel for the very first time. It'd be great if you guys could come along with this journey, come along with this adventure. It'd be great if you could possibly stick with me forever, question mark, who knows? And if not, this is just a one-time done thing. You're never going to see my face again. Well, not my face, but hear my voice again. This sort of scenario. And just play me in the background if you want at 2x speed if you feel like it. And they're going to see me again for the rest of your life. I totally get it. It's all gravy. It's all dandy. It's totally understandable. Water under the bridge. It's totally crystal clear. I get it. I understand it. I'm content with it. I'm humble with it. That's totally okay. 6,700 million people who could be watching besides me. Anyways. Whew, that's better. So now I got you guys' attention. Playing some music back. I got a credit when I do DJ, Mr. DJ Deco Gacado Voice EGM. So all credit massively goes to them from 2025 last year. No, next video in 2026. Two of these ones. I haven't talked about this dude since what, 2022, 2023, maybe 2 years ago. In 2024 is the last time I talked about him. Besides my outro reaction of these videos, sometimes I'll talk about this dude maybe once in a while. That's from the sports kid at the start there, Park Place, from the, pretty much drama infested music out there. But this was the one that was from November. This is an older one, but gotta credit my dude, Mr. Jamal, aka better known as Jamal, and another dude named Just Koosh. So I'll leave the link to both of their channels because last time I got to this whole Aiden Ross news before I did. This is the newer one here. The other one's not as, because that was from November 14th last year. This is more new, from January 2nd. It says Drake and Aiden Ross accused of fraud and alleged attempt to inflate rapper streams. This comes from Inga Parkel. So this one's I'm going to be reading from. This one you guys put your own. This one's from November, like 2.5 months ago. So this is way older. Granted, it's going to be January 23rd or 24th. By the time you guys see this, it's going to be way older. So this comes from Bryson Maddow. So Aiden Ross starts streaming on Twitch and calls out Kid criticizing his partnership program. This is really, really bad here, too, man. I wanted to talk about it 2 months ago. I just never got time to do it. I mean, I know this man obviously needs no introduction. He got like caught for like stream sniper or like U-botting or some shit. I mean, the kid's more famous with Gen Zers, so obviously Gen Zers and Gen Alpha kids are gonna worship this little ass, this freaking dude like a freaking god. Even knows what he's 24, 26 years old. So he's going to be my little baby brother. Actually, the only difference is dude's like, I don't know if he knows a millionaire or a billionaire. So obviously, money wise, he'll have money a billion times more compared to the $20, $30 an hour job I work at my casino. I'm barely scratching by to barely get the fuck by. Compared to this dude, he'll be rich for the rest of his fucking life. I mean, relevancy wise, I don't know. He might fade into obscurity one day like him or Aisha Speed or Kaisen out, all these younger little Gen Z, Gen Alpha kids. And then Gen Alpha and whatever other future generations, Gen Beta, Theta, whatever Greek Aramaic word that the probably Freemason Illuminati, the world order fools always give for these other generations. Whatever they call the next. Gen and unknown. Whatever ends up getting their freaking things gets taken over, they end up being the next relevant sequel. This dude, ever since it was 2008, 2009, Drake. I remember this dude like about a year and a half before I woke up to, fortunately, him a whole selling. If any guys were here on YouTube from like 2009 to like 2015 at least, because by the time 2016 or 17 came around with the whole apocalypse, when YouTube started getting way more George Orwell 1984, very esoteric, and the whole, the fucking apocalypse went down. They got super, super extra strict about censorship by that point. So unfortunately, yeah, they didn't do as good as before. And then they took on a lot of truthers, commentary people, movement like alternative media, Oh, you can't say nothing about Bilderberg, Rockefeller, Rothschild, the Illuminati, One World Government and shit. You weren't allowed to talk about that shit no more. I know this dude for a fact. He sold out. He sold the devil big time. I mean, he always had a little owl thing around him and a Baphomet symbol. So, in my personal opinion, yeah, he probably sold out for fame, fortune, and money. As I already know, the dude's probably LGBTQIA and he's gay. And it's okay if he's a queer and he's a faggot and all that too. Bundle sticks, you know. A word that signs with maggots. You gotta put the F word in front of it. Can't say it here in Egypt, but you know what I'm talking about. The slanderous word, you know, a lot of LGBTQIA people get angry and butthurt about, which I don't understand why that is. It's just a fucking word. And then for me, if they called me like a spick, a wetback, and I'm fucking illegal, you know, granted, I was born in the biggest fucking cities in the world, New York City. I was born and raised as an American citizen, granted. Fortunately, the rest of the, well, not the rest of the country, maybe a little bits and pieces of small town country, maybe. No offense to anyone that lives in the South. There's probably still little small town areas where there's a lot of redneck kicks that probably still hate a lot of blacks or Latinos and maybe Asians. To that I say, you know, to those old viejito fucks, I don't care. They're going to die in 10, 15 more years. I just hope to the boomer generation, millennials and Gen Zers and alphas aren't racist pieces of fucking goddamn fucking horseshit that deserve to burn in fucking hell, in my opinion. But hey, I digress. I hope they die from fucking cancer, honestly. The ones that are racist pieces of shit. I'm not talking about the ones that are bigots. Or the ones that are, you know, racist on Twitter, racist on fucking social media and all that. That's not real life. I'm talking about real life. The ones that are like that. They can literally jump off the closest cliff. I don't care. Anyways, this is on this one here. Get a credit to the person, like I said, Inga Parker. Just gonna read a little bit of it. I got three other things I'm gonna talk about real quick too. So thoughts, views, and opinions. I'll do in a second. Mr. Superstar, Drake, and video game streamer Aiden Ross facing class allegation lawsuit promoting online sweepstakes since he was using an error procedure called create fraudulent streams and Drake's music. In documents on December 31st, in Virginia's federal court reviewed multiple orders allowing residents Lashana Ridley and Tiffany Hines have Drake, Ross, an Australian native by the name of George Nugent, manage a partner website stakes, prey upon consumers, quote unquote, and exposes them to, quote, substantial risk of gambling addiction. That's the one thing, thank God. I don't want to get too off track, but I will say this. I'm so glad I never had no gambling addiction problem. No, granted, if you've been on my channel long enough, you know I live out here in Vegas. I always gotta see that bullshit every time I work at a casino. I don't give a fuck about gambling. I only ever touched it maybe like twice. The most I ever won was maybe like $500-700, but I never won nothing like $1 billion-trillion. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this right now. My probably has been silent for a long time. So thank God I never got hooked to it though, because fortunately, there's one or two people, my uncles and my mom's side and my old man's side. They kind of got hooked to gambling, and I felt real bad for them. Closest to addictions I ever had mainly was either, besides, you know, I wouldn't say like super morbidly obesity, because, you know, if you see me IRL, mainly like on my reaction videos, you know, I'm a very huge, chubby, fat ass, rotunda motherfucker. You know that already. I don't give a fuck on anyways. So, God forbid I ever go to prison or jail, God forbid. When called me that in front of their face. I'm gonna say I knocked him to the ground and fucked him up because I don't want to go to prison. But if it was back in middle school, high school, then I probably would have fucking did that. I got 3 weeks of detention or a month of suspension. I wouldn't give a shit about that time. But other than that, fucking, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not saying I condone, I allow violence to be the last resort because if it is, as long as it's in self-defense and you're not like trying to hurt anyone else and you're trying to protect yourself from getting unalived, violence unfortunately has to be the last resort, in my opinion. Not gonna get too deep into that. The long story short, I'll say is that thank God I never got that. I only got to that and the corn rule 34 addiction. That's the only two types of addictions I ever had to struggle with in this fucking life. Other than that, gambling addiction, thank God I never got into that. Other than that, if any of you guys are into that, you hopefully get the best help you can get, unfortunately. And Godspeed to you. So it says, sweepstakes casino launched in 2022. Sportsbook and online casino stakes.com was banned operating in the United States. I fucking did that. Rather than real money, well, stakes has been banned in several other countries, states including California, Montana, Idaho, Washington, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Surprised New Jersey did it because didn't they have that little area, the Caesar's Palace thing? Like the one where they used to do the gambling area there? So I'm surprised it got banned over there. And like same with maybe like Idaho and Washington. So that's pretty wild. I mean, I can understand Virginia, Idaho, and like Connecticut because those are more like the farmland areas where a lot of people barely live at all. It's more like tight-knit communities, maybe a lot of, who knows, maybe a few Christian evangelicals that really don't like gambling, but whatever, it is what it is. The two plaintiffs were called to influence to participate in stakes pre-predatorial gambling environment after seeking breaks in advertising sites. Plaintiffs have been damaged, false marketing, manipulation, abuse, and Drake Ross and Nugent participated in marketing stake. The compliant or compliant pay. Forget how you always say that. Says on threes, other promotional stake has bombarded consumers with advertising on social media platforms, and the games is legal, safe, and fun. Yeah, that didn't last so well, did it? There's like two more other paragraphs you can read here. You guys can do it if you want time. These casino games are illegal in Virginia throughout the United States and have inflicted harm on consumers across the Commonwealth. Have lost real money, including gambling wins in the state of Florida. And past thoughts, views, opinions, and Ives takes on it. My views, my speculation about it. The dude's living on billionaire side on the top of the world. The guy's never gonna fucking have to work a day in his life IRL ever again. The guy's probably living on a yacht. He's probably got bigger money than Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and the other. Who knows? Hell, he even talked to freaking Donald Trump last year when he was trying to do the whole, or last year, the year before last year, I was doing the election campaigns or get a lot of Gen Zers and Alpha kids like for the first time voting. I don't even know if Gen Alpha's old enough to vote yet. Maybe in 2028 they'll be old enough. By then I'm gonna be my early mid freaking 40s. I'm gonna be really old as shit. But man, I don't know. I'm not sure if this dude really sold out because I know I heard a lot of stories about Kai Cenat and Speed. Maybe they sold out their souls to have fame and fortune and wealth, but to like different agency. Because there's shout out to I got to credit to my dude besides KG Osborne and Richard from Boston. Truth is, I know he talked about like Kai Cenat doing some sort of SRA satanic sort of ritual like blood contract with this group or whatever. That's what I heard. So any little Gen Z or little kids that want to fucking try to jump at my throat, I'm just saying it may have happened. I'm saying 100% it did happen. Not being a hater or an asshole nothing. So just fucking relax. Yeah, but hopefully, unfortunately, I'm praying and hoping to God he didn't freaking sell out his soul to get all this fame, fortune, and money. I mean, if he did, he probably made out the hood and he freaking never has to work a day in his life again, and he could enjoy the riches of his fucking, empire that he built. And if he really does really go against stake and kick, and he ends up exposing them for being gambling addiction people to have real weak-minded people get into that shit, hey, that's good. You know what? I'll give him a little golf clap for that. But if not, that's real messed up. So, two other little pieces of news I want to show real quick. Hold on. I had originally 5 different news articles I wanted to talk about. Internet news, current event stuff. And by the time you see this, will be like a month and a half, 2 months old, most of it. Oh my god, dude, this was really extra crazy. It said, Sony and Tencent settle Horizon clone. I don't know if it's from Horizon Zero Dawn or just Horizon, the other one. The one that part 2 or part 3 of that one. The one where they discovered the future version of San Francisco and everything got taken over by robots and AI and shit, but then they got rusted into the future 40, 50,000 or whatever. So there is that. But my god, this was fucking insane, dude. So it says, confidence deal ends a light in the March film despite the survival title subscribed from a major PC storefront overnight. I did credit to my dude. I heard about this guy. I think it's Spawnwave, Dreamcast guy, or something dude named Yang Ye. One of those 3. I usually listen to him because we get the ministry shit. Just real quick when I read it says, Tencent, Sony's federally illegal dispute over a game light in Montreal with confidential agreement ending Sony's claims that they were have a slavish clone of the Horizon franchise. All of a sudden, light of Montreal or Mitrium, however you say that. Montreal has been removed from Steam. Epic Games Store and social media channels have gone dormant, especially the project is either canceled or ongoing a major release. They got balls to still be going up against Sony, so it's wild as hell. These guys from Steam try to go up against Sony or Tencent try to go up against it. And in this one, I don't know if I'll ever do a reaction to it or might. It's a new female chick from Marvel Rivals, which is not really new. It says, Marvel Rivals new Lady Loki skin. It's everyone talking, not just for the reason you expect. I credit to Alex Hopi from this place called Game Reactor. So there's that. The other thing I'm going to talk about in another video. It's called the Nicholas Maduro one. That one was crazy as fuck. The other one was even crazy as hell. Holy shit. 2 other ones I'll get to in the future, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace out. Goodbye. I saw that jewelry horse thing. That was insane.